Hey guys, it's Zena, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make this toy here. This was inspired by the paper version that I have seen so many times online, and I decided to make a duct tape version out of this. So let's get started on the materials that you will be needing for this project. The materials I'll be using in this tutorial will be scissors, ruler, a cutting mat, X-Acto knife, 1 to 2 colors of duct tape, clear tape, and a pen. Alright, so take one color of your duct tape and create a sheet that will be 8 inches long by 6 inches high. And then you're going to flip the whole thing over and cover the rest of the stickiness. I made it a little longer so I can trim the ends at the end so it's more precise. I did make a mistake of making this 5 inches high, and that was my mistake. I actually had to create some more pieces in the end because I totally was oblivious and I did not notice this. But once you've done that and covered it all up, you're going to trim the sides so it is perfectly 8 by 6 inches high. And now you're going to take your pen and you're going to mark at every 1 inch, and you're going to do it vertically and horizontally. And from here you will be cutting out the squares. So I'm using the X-Acto knife on the long sides and using my scissors to cut the short sides. You can do this either way, it doesn't really matter. But make sure the squares are as precise as you can get it. Next, go ahead and grab your clear tape and tear a long strip of tape at every 1/2 inch. Just create a slit and cut it straight down the middle. So we have a piece that is 1 inch long by 1/2 inch. And you're going to take 2 squares. You're going to connect them side by side, making sure that you leave a small gap so it is able to be folded over. And if any square is longer than the other, just feel free to trim it down. It's really no big deal. Repeat this process 2 more times so that you have 4 squares in total side by side. And we're actually going to connect the ends of these as well. Alright, so I'm just creasing over those folds once again, taking another piece of clear tape to connect the ends, half on one side and then half on the other side as well. Just like this. Now for the last 2 pieces, this is how we're going to connect them. We're going to need to cut out 2 strips of tape, of clear tape, that are 2 inches long. I'm going to make 2 of those. What we're going to be using is, for one piece, we're going to be covering 1 whole square, like I will be showing you here. Making sure you leave about 1/2 inch on every side. And you're going to flip it over so that the clear tape is facing the sticky side up. And we're going to be cutting 2 slits so that when we fold over the clear tape, there's not going to be any interference with the other sides. So I just like to call this cutting little boxes in the corners. So you're going to do that on all 4 sides. And we'll be connecting this to one side of the cube that we have created so far. So once you connect one side, fold over, connect another side. And also push back inside with your fingers to make sure the clear tape is stuck down as well. Bottom part is pretty easy, and we're going to repeat that step for the other square as well. This will be connecting, closing off the top part, doing the same thing once again. Now connecting the last 2 sides is a little more difficult because we don't really have an area to kind of I guess help fold it in. So for the second to last piece, I like to fold it over lightly and then take my X-Acto knife, or like the back of it, and kind of push it down on the inside. And for the last part, I like to open it a little bit like this before I lightly fold it down. Before the last 2 pieces, you don't really want to fold it down too hard. Create 7 more cubes so that you have 8 in total. Now we're going to cut 16 pieces that are 1 inch long with our clear tape. Take 4 of your cubes, move the other 4 aside. And we're going to be connecting 2 cubes together, just like this, and then fold it over and connect the sticky side where we just connected it, because you can see how loose it is. So it's just more durable if you connect the other side with it. So now we have created 1 hinge. Now we're going to be connecting the 3rd and 4th cube on its side. This is a little confusing to explain, so I'm trying to demonstrate it as clearly as possible. So that hinge we just created, you're going to have to make it face towards you. So yeah, like I said, make sure it's facing towards you. Make sure it's facing up. And we're going to take our third cube and connect it on the right side. So turn it over and connect these two cubes together with another piece of clear tape. And we're going to fold that down and connect the other side as well. And fold it back up. And we're going to take our fourth cube and do the same thing but on the left side. So turn to your left side, connect these two cubes together with another piece of clear tape, fold that down, and connect the other side. This is a really fun project, to be honest. I had a lot of fun making this. Alright, so this is what it should look like. That hinge we first created should be facing towards you, and our cube should be connected on the left and right side. And you should be able to turn the cube just like this. It's really fun, but it's more fun having all 8 pieces connected. So you're going to do this exact same process with the other 4 cubes, so it should look just like this. Now we are going to connect all 8 pieces together. Make sure that first hinge that we created is facing out, away from you. So you should be able to have this little opening right over here, the openings I'm talking about where I have the arrows pointed at, and make sure those sides face towards each other. And close off the top, and we're going to take 2 pieces of clear tape and put them horizontally on the cubes right over here, and same thing for the top part. Now carefully fold that hinge over and connect the other side using your last 2 strips of clear tape. So connecting the bottom part first, and taking your last piece of clear tape and connecting the top part. And from here you should be done with your new duct tape moving cube toy thing. Now it's a lot more fun to have 2 colors in this, but if you want 1 color, that's totally fine. You can be done from here, but I will show you how to make it 2 colors as well. This is the paper version that I made, which is a lot less sturdy than the duct tape version, but I did cover it with duct tape though. Go ahead and grab your second color of duct tape. We're going to create 12 pieces that are 1 inch long, and we're going to cut these 2 directly straight down the middle, horizontally. So as I'm doing here. So now we have 24 perfectly square cubes, and we're going to connect them as you put it in cube form on all 24 sides. So now you should have it look like this. If you did create your own using this tutorial and you want me to check it out, all you gotta do is let me know in the comments down below, and I would love to see yours. Honestly, this is so mesmerizing to play with. I could just do this for hours.